Hello, hello, Sagittarius. It is AD with kayxztarot, and I'm going to be doing your November 2018 mid-month, alright? Happy birthday to some of you guys who are at the tail end. I hope that I got you before any of your friends, because I'm your best friend because I said so, alright? But anyways, just kidding. Happy birthday to you guys. There's some really exciting stuff happening for you guys, especially since Jupiter is moving back into Sagittarius, which is your ruling planet. So a lot of you guys are just going to be back in full effect, and I am absolutely here for it, Sagittarius, okay? Be careful with that mouth. You know, you might really be perceiving some truths and letting people know exactly how you feel without any reservations, as Sagittarius tend to do. But always, you know, be aware that sometimes people might not want to hear it at the time that you want to give it, alright? That was just for some of you guys. For others and everyone else, please remember that I'm still doing that $10 3-card special until the end of November. So, absolutely, positively, you know, check that out. All of the details for that are going to be in the description box below. Also, my Instagram, if you would like to follow me on there. And just any other various information that, like, I could, you know, answer. But always feel free to contact me through email. I try to respond back relatively quickly. And, yeah, all that good stuff. If the messages do not resonate with you, I apologize in advance, but again, once it's a general reading, I don't know what energies are going to be coming through and what have you, okay, Sagittarius? So without any further ado, let's get into your reading. I'm sensing that some of you guys are going to be a lot more emotional than you normally are. That's not necessarily a good or bad thing. I'm just seeing a lot of you guys are going to be, I don't know, just more in tune with your emotions. And you're going to be more willing to articulate and express them. Or it's just going to happen, you know, for some of you guys. Ooh, the tower tried to flip out, okay? So maybe that's why some of you are emotional. There might be some unexpected changes and upheavals, alright? Alright. Ooh, dang it. Hey, when that happens. Alright. Especially on the last shuffle. Okay, so for you guys, we do in fact have the 8 of Wands. So this is travel, okay? But more so communication and action. So some of you guys, again, are just going to be having some really open and honest conversations is what I'm seeing. And some of you guys are going to be receiving people who are expressing their emotions to you. And it might catch you off guard. Like, some people might be having conversations with, you know, friends and lovers where they're just like, look, you know, I love you, but when you did something way back when, it really hurt me or affected me, and it might catch you off guard. But it does seem that there's going to be some communication that is coming in with you guys. And then we have death, okay, at the bottom of the deck. And it's Scorpio season. So, again, it's November. This is my personal new year, you know, because it is the season of death and rebirth. So, you know, old wounds might be coming back to heal, and that type deal. But some of you guys are just taking a trip to see family, you know. Not surprising. Alright, and let's shuffle. Okay. Okay, so the underlying energy we do have is the 9 of Swords. Sagittarius, what's going on? What are we dealing with, okay? That's anxiety, you know, staying up at night, not sleeping, All right, because like I said, I think some of you guys are just going through a really emotional period, and I'm not necessarily sure why, so I hope that we can get to the bottom of it, okay? We have the Three of Pentacles as the heart of the reading. Then we're moving on to the Ten of Wands as the past foundation, the Moon in the current present situation, which is Cancer card. Then we move to the Six of Pentacles as a most likely outcome, and then we have the Three of Wands as your card of advice. Let's do some clarification here. We have the High Priestess, so follow your gut, listen to your guides, okay? So for some of you guys are worried for no reason. It's all going to work out, okay? Whatever it is that you're really like nervous about or stressed about. And for some of you guys, I think that this is work. I really think that this has to do with work. That's what I'm getting. Okay, some of you guys are really stressed about work. But it's going to work out. It's all going to work out, okay? So yeah, so we have the Nine of Swords. So right now the underlying energy is really stressed. Maybe some of you are fearful that you're going to lose your job. And maybe some of you guys will, okay? And that's fine. I'm telling you right now it's fine because it's going to put you on a better path. So don't, if you're between jobs, is kind of what I'm getting. Or you just want to leave what you're doing now and you're worried about it because you don't know where the money's going to come from or where the resources are going to come from. Sorry, just making sure that my candle was still burning. Don't stay in this state, all right? It's not doing you any good. It's not doing you any service. But if you are there, okay, obviously, if you're watching my channel, you're a pretty spiritual person, but don't forget your spirituality within you. With that High Priestess being there, it's just like, you know, you have the power to meditate, contemplate before you start moving. You know, things are going to move in your favor. So please don't stay in this stressed state because this is just really extreme anxiety of not knowing what's going to happen, keeping you up at night. But there's absolutely no need because Spirit got you, all right? There's things working behind your back that you can't see, okay? So some of you guys, this has to do with a group effort or project, okay, with this Three of Pentacles here. So there's something that you wanted to build together. Could have been a family, could just be a project, a building, actual like architecture, you know, with this church here that's being built, or just trying to build your spirituality within yourself. There's a goal that's happening where maybe more than two people are involved, where it's a group effort and it's getting very difficult. Maybe there's miscommunication, okay? And it just has to do with work and teamwork and collaboration. Maybe you're in a space where you don't feel like you are where you want to collaborate and do teamwork, or it's turned out to be too much of a burden, or it's not making sense anymore. You don't understand why you did it. Hang in there, okay? And if you guys have left a job, you're going to be moving into a new one where you're going to be moving and working with people who are really going to help you. You know who also had this? Aries. So, and their energies here. So some of you guys may be connecting with an Aries to kind of help you, or an earth sign. But there is victory here, but victory after an illness, okay? You know, this is coming out of the Five of Wands moment, which is all those guys like, you know, like they're all fighting. But this is the winner. This is the guy who won that battle, and now he's coming back, and he's like, ha, bitches, ha, hoes, you know? And that's kind of like the energy that you have, because there is like this return, all right? Or maybe somebody might be returning back to you from a third-party situation. That also could be a storyline that's happening here. But with this Six of Wands here, there is balance that is going to be restored. You're going to be receiving attention. You're going to be looking attractive, okay? If there's something that's coming back, if you've had to leave and, you know, you're kind of embarrassed, you might run into somebody in a grocery store and now you're going to be like, look, I'm actually really successful. I'm doing what I want. I had no clue. I know you saw me and I was down and out, but now I'm fucking, nigga, I'm winning, you know? I'm blessed. It's kind of like what I'm getting. And if you're not black or color and you're like, dude, I'm winning, okay? Try to be inclusive, right? So, that is kind of the energy that I'm getting with this. And then I pulled again, and I got the Magician to clarify. So I'm not in the 6-card spread. This is all clarifying the Three of Pentacles still. But this moves into the Magician. So this is manifesting your happiness, manifest destiny, okay? as far as what I'm getting, I'm sad that that catchphrase was used for such evil against the Native Americans, because it's really a great slogan. It's just, they fucked it up. They just fucked it up. But with the Magician card being here, you know, this is, you have all the tools in the toolbox to get what you want, all right? So what is it that you want? You're going to be able to do what you please, okay? That's why I'm saying, if you lost a job or you're in between jobs, this new thing that you're going to do, this new journey that you're going to be embarking on, you look like you're going to be very successful doing it, okay? Because it moved to the Wheel of Fortune, right? So we even went from a 1 to a 10. So this is its own cycle, right? Where destiny is starting to come in, and there's divine intervention that's going to put you on the path that you're supposed to be on. And a lot of the time, this can happen unexpectedly, or it doesn't make sense when it does happen. You know, if there is upheaval, maybe some of you guys, that's why you are being more emotional, just because you can sense that there's a change coming, and because you don't know where it's coming from, there's a slight fear that you might be having. But fear not, all right? Fret not. Fret not, my friend, because it turns into the King of Pentacles. So this is abundance. A lot of you guys are starting off with you're starting off with an idea. You're starting off with like your small tribe of people, and you guys are going to be building into this abundance, lush, you know, type being. So if you are in between, I'm really getting it, somebody's not working, or they're not happy doing what they're doing, and they're thinking about changing careers, or they just want to do something else. Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. But whatever it is that you're moving into, you are going to be very, it's going to create a lot of abundance for you. So please do not remain scared, okay? Because it's going to work out. It really, really is. It's going to be beautiful. But the thing about the King of Pentacles and Pentacles in general is it's slow. So it requires this level of patience. So if you can't see it now, it doesn't mean that it's not working for you, all right? So that was all to clarify the Three of Pentacles, because I was interested. I thought that might have been why it was there. That really clarified the rest of this reading, but obviously I'm going to keep going. Just note that this video is going to run a tad bit long. Anyways, we move to the 10 of Wands. So that's what I'm saying. There has been a burden or a commitment that has been signed onto that seems like now it's like been this uphill battle. And a lot of you guys feel like you've been doing it alone. But I'm telling you, you know, this card also symbolizes asking for help, building that team. If you feel like you've, you know, been riding solo dolo, now it's time for you to build that network of people that you have with this Three of Pentacles. It's time for you to ask for help and assistance, because you don't have to carry this whole burden alone, all right? Don't be afraid to speak up. That's why I said some of you guys are going to have some pretty emotional conversations, especially if it has to do with work and your home life. You're going to be like, look, you know, I've been doing all of this. Now I'm going to need your help. And once you finally open up, you know, you're going to be victorious in doing so. You know, because there's no reason that you should stay in this state for too long. You know, sometimes you need these dark days, you know, in order to really appreciate the brightness that's coming your way. But now is the time to like start really looking around and appreciate what you have, because you are going to be moving into abundance with this Wheel of Fortune here, okay? Some of you guys are coming into contact with a Capricorn. Specifically a Capricorn. It could be any sign for that matter, but for some of you guys it's a Capricorn. Yeah. Taurus, Virgo, too. Alright, so with this Moon card here, that's what I'm saying. A lot of you guys are dealing in your subconscious. Pisces rules the moon, and I also give this to Cancers, because Cancers are ruled by the moon. But when dealing with Cancers, you know, they keep everything in. You know, a lot of Cancers, you know, even though they wear their heart on their sleeves, those really deep emotions, they really don't articulate, okay? So this is what is going in. This is subconscious, and again, this is the spirits that are working behind your back, you know, conspiring against you. But truly conspiring for you in order to be moved into this really equilibrium space, all right? So we move into the Six of Pentacles, all right, which is giving and taking, mirroring energy, you know, it's going to balance out. We moved from the 3 to the 6, all right? So this is really balance, that scale. All right. If you feel like you've had too much of the burden in the past, you're going to be releasing some of that burden, and you're going to be moving into somebody who's really going to put in their side of the work also. Okay. A lot of you guys, again, this is work related, and this could definitely be for relationships. You guys are just building a more steady, stable foundation, especially if finances have been an issue in the past. But who hasn't had finance issues, you know, within their relationship? If you're like a normal, you know, American middle class citizen, that's definitely been a conversation or two. But But now it seems like both of you guys are really willing to put in that energy and that effort to build a more stable relationship between the two of you guys, okay? Because you will feel more comfortable and secure. Excuse me. And so the card of advice is the Three of Wands. And this, I'm really getting patience. All right? You sent out those applications. You said what you had to say. You know, you've articulated your feelings. You wrote down your vision board. Now you're just waiting to see what the universe is going to bring back to you. You've sent off those ships. Now you're waiting for them to return. All right. And this is I know this can be a very annoying energy. But 3 is an expansion. All right. So you are moving. So we have 3 here. Okay. This is expansion, this is growth, this is moving. Again, some of you guys are just going to be hearing back from some jobs that you've applied to. Some of you guys are going to be hearing back from, you know, somebody that you had a really open conversation with and they sat with it and now they're going to, you know, give you what it is that they come up with. And then you guys are going to work to build together and kind of mirror one another. So this is just kind of hang tight. Do other things, you know, listen to music, draw, paint, anything else. I'm always going to advocate for the arts just because that's who I am, but I know that not everybody's in that. So just, you know, when I say that, whatever matters to you, whatever makes you, put you in that mellow state. But yeah, this is just wait. It's going to all work out. It's all going to come towards you. I know that this is annoying, right? No, everybody wants it now, especially we live in instant gratification, but you know, the watch pot never boils. All right. So stand there, make sure that they leave. When they leave the horizon, go do something else is really what I'm getting. The watch pot never boils. If you're waiting for something, if you're like truly like you're checking every day, you're clicking refresh, you're clicking refresh, you're clicking refresh, you're trying to see what happened, you're trying to, you know, you're hounding this person, you're constantly checking your phone, don't do that, okay? Don't do that. You're going to receive the information. It's going to come back, but it's going to be really dreadful if you don't release, you know, and take a breath, all right? And then we had the King of Cups. So some of you guys could be connecting with a Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer, right? A lot of Cancerian energy here, and Pisces energy here specifically. But there's definitely hope for the situation. Definitely hope. And if you're trying to expand your family, right, because the King of Cups can represent love and a deep, mature love. If you're trying to expand your family or that stuff, you know, that's all moving too. You just might not be able to see it yet, right? Once it's off the horizon, once it's off the dock, you know, it's kind of in the world's hands. So you're just kind of hoping and praying that it makes it to its destination. But it will. It most certainly will, okay? So this is my latest Oracle deck. It's Moonology by Yasmin, Boland. I absolutely adore it. It has to do with like the moon and the phases and all that shit. That should be the commercial for it. Yeah, moon phases, shit, whatever. I like it. Period. 10 out of 10. Would recommend, alright? But yeah, let's see what messages come through. Put this out of order. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so, I like this. Surrender to the divine. Isn't that what I was saying? And that's exactly what I was saying. That's why I love this deck. But that's exactly what I was saying as far as just like, let it happen. You don't constantly have to be checking for it because it's happening without your knowledge. The universe is conspiring for you to be successful, all right? Surrender to that. Let you be moved. Be like, I am a channel for your peace. I am a vessel of your love. You know, wherever you feel you need to put me, let not thy will, Lord, but let thy will be done. You know, not thy will, universe, but let thy will be done. Is really what I'm getting. Because you're going to be used in really magnificent ways. Okay? Really magnificent ways. And understand that magnificence, you know, when people hear magnificence, they think, oh, I need to be Beyonce. No! If you change one person's life, if you smile at that one person and that makes them feel better, if you know, answer the phone for your friend who's really going through it, or you know, donate, you know, now we're really in this charitable season of donation, especially to those who are losing their homes in California, or the people who are victims of the shootings that are happening, or just the victims in general, doing your part, specifically in America politically, not even that you have to be super political, but you do understand what is happening around you. Those are miracles. Those are miraculous when you start putting in help. You never know, again, with this Three of Wands. You never know how your small action will make a huge impact. And that sounds really stupid and cheesy, but now more than ever, it's the little things that really matter and really, really count. I'm really imagining that meme that went viral. It wasn't a meme, but like that story that went viral of this black woman who was trying to fill out her paperwork, and this older white man held her child for her and calmed him down and rocked him to sleep. That is what I'm talking about with these type of actions. It doesn't have to be on such a grand scale. It can just be, you know, helping the old lady cross the street type mentality will just go just as far, all right? Just as far. Conclusions are within reach, all right? So these answers that you're searching for, again, they're coming. They're coming to you. There's no need to stress over them. There's no need to stay in this Nine of Swords moment, because it's going to happen. If you surrender, if you let go and let God, it sounds so preachy, but like, if you truly let go and let God, I promise you, like, you're going to see this wheel of fortune start turning in your favor, and it's kind of going to happen. You'll be like, wow, I didn't even know. I feel so foolish that I was, you know, so stressed. You know, a year from now, you're going to look back and you're like, what the fuck? You know, write it down. Write a really nice journal entry to yourself, so you can look back a year from now and be like, ha! How foolish, you know, how worried I was for no reason. And then bring love into the situation is exactly what I was saying. It's those random acts of kindness, you know, that really make the world go round. Ooh, I love this. And this is Aquarius, so some of you guys could be dealing with Aquarius. But, you know, show the world the real you, the kind you. Don't be afraid to, you know, the real you could be emotions. You know, you have them. Everybody has them. People try to avoid them, you know. I'm a Pisces, so I'm like, oh my God. You know, and I'm a Cancer rising, so that does not help at all. But I get to, you know, I'm a Taurus moon, so it all comes together. But, you know, that part, you know, especially fire signs and earth signs tend to, like, really have some difficulty with expressing themselves that way. But, like, it's okay to be vulnerable. Show that world your vulnerable side. Like, if you're truly holding some really deep opinions, I'm not saying be one of those preachy, like, Facebook people, but, you know, state your piece. Let people know where you stand, all right? Don't let people walk all over you or think that because you keep things in, you know, that you're not a functioning human being, okay? And I know, and again, you know, Sagittarius kind of can end up with foot in their mouth syndrome. Just be mindful of how you're expressing yourself. I always say that, you know, because sometimes Sagittarius, like, they don't mean what they said, but, like, they don't mean it the way that it came out, but it just sounds so harsh and so rough. But I don't even think that some of you guys are going to be experiencing that, but I know that that is something that, you know, flag on the play that Sagittarius always get. So just be mindful of how you're expressing yourself and who you're expressing yourself to, especially if you're expressing yourself to someone who's sensitive. And then look at this. Nothing is yet set in stone, all right? So don't write yourself off as you're waiting for these things to come back. You know, you don't know, I don't know. All you know is, like, conclusions are within reach. You will know where you stand soon enough. You will know all of the players to this game in due time. In due time. Moon. So we have the moon twice. Excuse me. We have the moon twice. And so this is Cancerian energy. Some of you guys are connecting with the Cancer. But more so, this is the subconscious again. You know, this is subconscious. This is that energy. This is the divine working, that divine feminine energy, right? That's why I'm saying a lot of you guys are going to be a little bit more emotional than you're used to, because there's just some really heavy feminine energy here. Some of you guys are going to be stepping into roles of, like, nurturing. Yeah. And then we have Virgo, you know, the virgin, the purity. Again, another feminine energy. Being grounded, all right? Seeking perfection. Seeking perfection, but understand that when you seek perfection, perfection doesn't exist. So be mindful of that. Aspire and dream and, you know, move towards what you want to go towards. And then we have Saturn here, and I'm going to take it because it's followed by Taurus, so it kind of doubles down on this earth energy. But remain grounded, right? And we had all these pentacles here too. Remain grounded. Ask for help if you need it. And Saturn is a harsh teacher, so this is not an easy lesson. Like I was saying, I was like, Saturn is that teacher who's going to give you that 45 on the test, and he's not going to curve it. And he doesn't care that you had the flu for the past week and a half. He doesn't give a shit. He's like, well, as you were coughing, were you dead? No, so you could have been studying. He's that type of teacher, right? But once you succeed, he's the main one to put your, face on the wall and give you like a gold star. But he's not going to cut you that slack, okay? So that's why you really are stressing with this Nine of Swords being here, because if Saturn is involved, there are hard lessons that need to be learned. And I really think that this is letting go of that pride, letting down your defenses, and having open and honest communication if you do need it, because nobody is a mind reader. All right, nobody can tell you, and it's so funny because I just feel like this is so not your energy, Sagittarius, as far as like not being able to say what you want to say. But maybe, you know what, I absolutely take that back, because you guys say what you want to say, your perception of the truth, but it's more difficult when it has to do with you personally, okay? My sister is a Sag moon, and she's like, she'll serve it all day, but when it has to go with like, well, how are you truly feeling about the situation? Cannot articulate it, and so that's kind of like what I'm getting for a lot of you guys. But now's the time to truly be like, I'm feeling this way. I'm feeling really burdened. I'm feeling like, I have a lot of responsibilities. I'm feeling like no one's helping me. I'm feeling quite isolated. Communion. Okay? Communion. So this again is coming together with that Three of Pentacles here. And again, Aries just had these same couple of cards. That could be my bad, because this deck is too big and my hands are too small, so I'm always like constantly like wrestling with it. So it could be my poor shuffling. But we're not gonna blame it on that, Anyway, so we have cleansing here, which I love, all right? It's this cleansing. It's this purging of emotions. It's this opening up. It's this releasing. It's this release that a lot of you guys are going through, and it's really going to have to do with communication, all right? And some of you are going to be on the receiving end. Some of you are really going to be receiving that, energies can go both ways. Some of you guys are opening up, and some of you guys are being opened up too, like I said earlier in the reading. But this is a cleansing. It's something that needs to happen so you can put down this burden, okay? And you can bring love into the situation, This is the last conversation of a Yanla Fix My Life. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's been a lot of bickering and back and forth. This is that last moment of Dr. Phil before the next show comes on, where they finally like come together and they're like, oh, I get it. I do love you. I love you. And they hug and like, blah, 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 blah. That's where you guys are. It's that final push for peace, right? And then we have miracles do happen, okay? Miracles do in fact happen. The universe is conspiring for you guys, all right? Do not stay in this Nine of Swords space. If you have to say something, say it, okay? Speak your peace. You guys will emerge victorious with the Six of Wands. You guys are going to move into this divine energy, this divine feminine energy, where you're going to be able to nurture and love, okay? There's a lot of motherly energy here. If you guys are children, this could be a conversation with your daughter. This could be a conversation with your mom. But there's just going to be a very peaceful change that's happening, and it's divinely guided, okay? Divine intervention is on your side, right? So just be patient, hang in there. It's all going to work out. Nothing is yet set in stone, so don't write yourself off. Don't think that it's a lost cause. Everything moves and changes, okay? So thank you so much, Sagittarius. Again, don't forget I'm doing that 10 card. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know if these messages resonated in the comment section below. And yeah, peace, guys. Again, happy birthday to some of you.